So my van build is kind of done. What am I going to post videos about now? A few people have been asking what the structure of the channel is going to be like now the van build is finished, and I'm going to explain that to you in this video. There are still some finishing off jobs to do in the van, but I honestly just needed a break from it for a bit. I worked every single day last year getting this done, and winter came around and Christmas came around, and then January, which is just a disgusting month, and I honestly just needed a bit of a break. So Dad and I have got back at it this weekend. We have started doing some more finishing off jobs. We've put a shelf up by my bed, so there's loads of stuff that I want to get done before I actually go feet first, dive in, because I've got 10 days booked in March, planning to go to Scotland, but it might be the Peak District, haven't decided yet. And I'm going to take Savannah and we are just going to go dive in 10 days straight, no coming back in the house, and hopefully that will be the move into the van, because what I was doing every weekend that I had spare, I was taking Savannah and then going away for a couple of days and then coming back and then working and then going away and coming back, and it just wasn't working. Really stressful for me, really annoying, because you don't have two of everything. So I was spending an hour and a half sort of packing the van up to go away, and then when you come back you have to unpack it, and I don't have 3 hours a week to be wasting on that. And Savannah was only getting used to it, and then I'd have to come back and bring her in the house. So we're doing 10 days in March, we're going all in, and hopefully that will be the move from the house to the van full time. It will give me time to get used to everything. Scotland was the original idea because it's free to roam, so I don't have to worry about that. And I've also got family up there that I can stay with. So I was just trying to take that element away because I really need to get used to it. And going out in winter in storms was not the cleverest idea. I need to get used to the van first before we start doing anything extra like that. So that is the plan at the moment. Got a few weekends to do a bit more work on the van, so there will be a few more videos of a bit more finishing off jobs on the van coming up. But other than that, let's talk about the structure of the channel going forward. So first of all, there will be the standard van life vlogs that everybody wants to see. My travels, what I'm doing, what I'm getting up to, how I'm handling it, because it's going to be a whole barrel of laughs for the first few months. It's going to be quite challenging, I imagine, but we're here for it, and I know it'll be right in the end. So the vlogs will be me sort of figuring out van life as I go and the reality of it. I want to be brutally honest, because every video I saw on YouTube as I was like researching this was all like, oh, it's lovely and everything's great, but obviously there's sides to it which are difficult. And so I want to just try to be as open and transparent as possible and give a real honest, authentic experience from moving from a house and living in a house for 34 years to then going to try move into the van with a cat. So that'll be the first branch of the channel, van life vlogs, if you like. The second branch is going to be exploration trips. So I also enjoy camping and going out into the wild and things like that. So I want to start doing some of those videos as well, once I've got used to the van, of course. Maybe to try push myself, put me in sort of challenging situations and try build up my survival skills, really. So that's going to be another branch to the channel. There will also be talking head videos like this thrown in there in the middle as well. So anything I learned along the way, I can share it with you. I'm testing out Wi-Fi's and all of this, and I've got a new drone. So there'll be loads of videos like that thrown in there as well about things I've learned, things that I feel like would help other people, stuff I want to share, anything that I can teach others about this or something like that. So there's also going to be a few of these little chatty videos in the middle as well. And finally, this is going to be a while before this happens because I've got so much information to collate and organise and get down. But my story, there's a million people that do van life. What makes me different is my experience with the tumour and how I got to this point. So those 8 years when I had the tumour, when I didn't know about it, I spent probably close to £30,000 on treatments and therapies and anything else you can think of, energy healing. I did it all because I didn't know what was wrong and I was trying to find out. So I went down everywhere. I had private coaches. I went down the NHS route. I went down the private route. I went down the herbal route. I went down the spiritual route. I went down the energy route because I was just trying everything. But what that meant was the amount of information that I have learnt and gathered during that time of real desperation, I want to be able to share that. This information cost me over £30,000 to gain access to, which in my personal opinion is freaking disgusting, especially since some of the stuff I've learned really, really helped and could help everybody, like regardless of the situation you're in. I really do think that some of this information should be common knowledge and taught in schools, and it's not. And I want to sort of try do my best to help others. And, you know, life's tough. Let's not beat around the bush. Life is tough for everybody. And these things, the information that I've gathered, could possibly change other people's lives as it changed mine. Like, the only reason I'm alive is because of some of this stuff. So I feel like that'd be really powerful. And I want to share it and put it into documents or short videos, easy information, bite-sized chunks that people can understand, because some of it's quite elaborate and in-depth. And I don't really think it's fair that this information is locked away by finances. So I want to try put it all in a way that people can understand and digest the information, and also a way that they don't have to spend £30,000 to get it. So that will be coming eventually. But like I said, I have 8 years of stuff that I need to all get out of my brain and get onto paper and organise and put in a language that people can understand. So that is ultimately the goal. There will always be van stuff. So I know that might not be in everyone's interest. So pick and choose what you want to watch. If you're not interested in that kind of stuff, don't watch it. If you only want to watch the van vlogs, watch the van vlogs. If you're not interested in the talking head videos or the exploration videos, don't watch those. Like, just pick and choose what you want to watch. And if you were just here for the build and you're not interested in anything else going forward, thank you so much for your support and for watching. And I wish you all the best. Maybe our paths will cross again at some point. So yeah, basically I learned an astonishing amount of information from very unique sources, which was extremely helpful, and stuff that I still do now the tumour's out. Like, learning all of this information changed all of my opinions, changed how I felt about myself, changed my relationships around me, changed how I viewed the world. It changed everything. And mindset really is absolutely everything. I have been in the depths of despair, and I have also been at the highest of the highs. And your mindset changes your reality. It really does. So there's a lot that I want to share about that, because I've had a very unique experience and I've gone through things that most people will never go through in their lifetime. So if I can make it worth something and pass on that knowledge and maybe help or avoid somebody else going through the same hell that I had to, then that will be worth it for me. Going through that, if I can just pass it on and pay it forward and help somebody else, then that's all worth it. So as I said, it's going to take quite a while for me to sort of collate and organise all that information. Just bear with me, because the amount of stuff I've got going on behind the scenes, like I said, I don't even have 3 hours spare a week. Like, I am doing the mostest. I am running another little business that is doing remarkably well as well. That's taking up a lot of my time and headspace. And then I'm also trying to do this, find time for this, and also move in the van and get used to it and everything like that. So just bear with me. I'm doing the best I can. One thing that I have decided for this year, though, is there will not be weekly videos. I cannot hold myself to that with everything else that I've got going on as well. My health, physical and mental, will implode if I do that for another year. Last year was so difficult. It was incredible in every way, but I have never worked so hard in my life. I didn't take a single day off for a year, other than 2 weeks where I had the flu. My body basically forced me to take time off. I grafted like I've never grafted before, and while it was worth it, I don't want to do that going forward. I've had a conversation with a friend recently, and I realised that since the tumour's come out, all I've done is work. And I was just like, oh, I really, after 8 years of going through utter crap, I really should be enjoying myself and having fun. So working through the week, working weekends, working through the week, working weekends. I actually want to go enjoy my weekends and time with stuff. So don't panic if you don't get a video out every week. I'm absolutely fine. I know some people worry when I don't, but I'm good. I can't stick to that again for another year. You never know, they might be weekly, but sometimes then I might need a break and I might need a week off or something. So the videos will be out when they're out. Lap them up when you can. I really have to learn how to balance this new life while also building my future. So got it a little bit wrong last year. going to tweak it a little bit for this year and hopefully have a bit more fun. And that will in turn lead to better videos, because it will be, I want to create a video instead of just, I've got to get a video out this week. But ultimately, yeah, I deserve some fun. I deserve some leisure time. I deserve some time off. And I deserve to live instead of just work, work, work. There'll also be videos of random stuff that I find interesting or I like. For example, I've got a drone for Christmas. So I'll be putting a video out of the drone, the tech of the drone, how to fly it, you know, getting footage, stuff like that. So there'll be drone footage coming in the videos on the vlogs, which will be nice. Once I've learned how to use it, Dad and I went to test it to fly it yesterday. So I got it for Christmas, and yesterday was the first day I could fly it because the weather's just not been suitable. You can't fly it in wind and you can't fly it in rain, which is basically all we've had this winter. So once I've got used to the drone properly and practicing it, I will put a video out about that as well. And also, what am I going to do with all my plants? I love plants, I don't know if you can tell, and I want to put a load in the van. So I'm going to do a video about plants. I've got to replant them, repot them, sort of when spring comes round, you pot them up into new ones. I've got to propagate a few things, like this one. This one definitely needs propagating, so I'll probably pull out a bit of that and then put that in a new pot and then bring that into the van. So there's going to be lots of random stuff as well, a bit weird like me, and just take what you want and leave what you don't. But that's where we're going. Who knows where it'll take me? Who knows where we'll end up? But that's sort of the plan I've got for the channel. Let me know what you think. Are you interested in any of that? Feedback is important to me. I'm still learning as a creator. I'm still new and I'm still trying to figure stuff out. And finally, Patreon. So I've got a Patreon, if anybody wants to support me on that. They have created a free tier. How nice of them. So if you want to join Patreon, you can now do for free. You won't get access to any of the videos or any of the extra content, but what that will mean is, because I don't have social media, don't like that, I will sort of start posting photos on the free bit on Patreon. So if you want to sort of follow along, I suppose it would be a bit like an Instagram feed or something like that. I will, any photos, any still photos that I take when I'm out and about, I will put them on the free bit on Patreon. So if anybody sort of wants to keep up to date with where I am, what I'm doing, you can now join that for free. If you want early access to the videos and ad-free viewing and all the extra stuff, you will have to pay a measly £3 a month. But other than that, there is now a free option. So that's nice of Patreon. So you can join on there and we can start a little community going, and I will share any pictures of my travels out and about and things I'm getting up to. Just a little what's going on video to keep you up to date. And so you don't worry that if I miss a week or I'm not posting every Tuesday at 4:30, you will know why, and you'll know not to worry, and there will be a video out when I can manage to get one done. I love it. Somebody said to me, somebody commented saying, oh, why don't you get 2 videos out a week? That'd be good. I'm like, you find me an extra 30 hours a week and I'll do that for you. But I am maxed. I am maxed out. I have no more time. I am working like a dog to try and get these out for you. So let's just keep going, eh? Let's build, let's grow, let's keep going, and let's all continue to learn and grow as humans. Okay, that's it. Love, love, love. Bye-bye.